Welcome to the TALKESHI podcast, episode 47. Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing okay. This is like the most somber intro ever. And I guess it's for a good reason, I don't know. But if you already read the title of the podcast, yeah, it's not gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a very honest one, I guess. And at this point, I don't even know who watches these episodes really. So I guess I don't know. I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things here, but one of them is gonna be just trying to be as honest as possible and trying to, I don't know, being authentic and all that stuff, right? So here we go. So if you read the title of this episode, of course, I quit Instagram, I guess, because I feel so dumb being this vulnerable because I think I have a fear of being dramatic or sounding dramatic, not to hyper analyze or psychoanalyze or whatever, but for example, in a past relationship, I used to feel scared of not being the cool girlfriend or overreacting to everything. So I kind of feel the same way with my content. I don't know, I don't want it to look like I'm having a breakdown, but I kind of am. Or I don't want it to look like I'm clickbaiting or being just super dramatic for no reason or whatever. But yeah, you are kind of catching me mid breakdown right now. I don't know, for the past week or so, I have felt, I wouldn't even say sad, but it's been this realization of so many things, Kylie Jenner back in 2016 when she was we're realizing things. Well, that was me this week. And I don't know, I just got hit with this wave of what am I doing? I don't know, feeling really pathetic whenever I post or feeling just like nothing is good enough. I think a lot of creators feel that at some point, right? But some people get, I don't know, they get these moments of okay, finally this is where thank God my content worked or helped someone or did numbers and this is gonna keep me going. And I've had some kind of moments like that, but I don't know, this is just me literally giving up. Not really. Listen, okay, I feel that way on Instagram, and you can dissect that and be okay, Instagram is just a very hard algorithm and whatever, but I don't know, at some point I do feel like giving up because it's kind of it's really hard to get big on Instagram, I guess. I don't know. And then, I start thinking is it really even what I want? And there's so many variables because I don't know if I'm being authentic on Instagram. I don't know if I'm being if I'm posting what I want to post or I don't even know who cares. And I don't say that, out of not being appreciative, because I appreciate whenever people interact with my content and stuff. But it does remind me of this one tweet that I saw, or just this overall sentiment, because I feel it's one of those tweets that got tweet decked and have gotten super repeated and retweeted. And it's just why is posting on Instagram so embarrassing? And you know what? It's true, because especially if you're like me who listen, this is my kind of objective with Instagram, right? I create content outside of my Instagram. I have this podcast, and I also am a social media manager / content creator for for other accounts and stuff like that. But if you're posting about yourself, there's this kind of vulnerability that you have to kind of have, because I don't know, I wrote something pretty long the other day and I felt stupid writing it, because it's that's kind of the thing where if I just had a regular job and I was just posting on Instagram, I feel I wouldn't care, or I wouldn't give it so much thought. Here's me being hot, here's some emojis, whatever. But this is, or at least I'm trying to make this my job. And I feel this breakdown that I'm having is all the, God, that was horrible. I feel if you've heard this podcast a lot, you would know that there's been a lot of moments where I've been like questioning my content, like what do I do with my content? I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like this is the culmination of that doubt, that like little seed of doubt that's always been there, that's always been like, what are you even doing? Like, and it's overwhelming a little bit to like try to do it all on social media, like I don't know what I'm doing on social media. I don't know what I'm doing on Instagram specifically, but I know it's overwhelming, and I know it's not authentic, or at least I feel like it. And that's the thing. I quit. I quit, or at least I will for a while. Like, there's just too much comparison. It's not healthy for me mentally to just be on there all the time and just kind of like not feel good about myself. Physically, sure, like, I mean, it's been a journey with my own body image and stuff like that, sure, but like that's not even specifically what it's like. As a creator, I'm like, what am I doing here? Because like I see so many people be so much more successful, and I want to be successful. I don't want to be just a local that posts like nice selfies or whatever. I want to be someone. I want to make good content. I want this to be my job. I want this to be like, I want to be taken seriously. And I feel like I'm not doing anything that will get me taken seriously. So I think when it comes to that, you just kind of have to stop, at least like, take a break from it, which is kind of what I'm doing. And I don't know, I don't want to bore anyone with the details, and I don't want to, like, it's just, there's nothing really I can do other than take a step back. And I didn't even want to delete it, or did I delete it? I think I disabled it. I didn't delete my, like, Instagram account or anything. But I needed a break. And I've talked about like social media breaks and stuff. I took one from Twitter last summer, and it lasted well until like fall, I think. And that was pretty good. I missed it, and I started having a healthy relationship with it. But it's like, I don't know, it's really hard to put yourself out there social media wise, to be honest. Like if your brand is you, it's difficult because it's like you are human and you're gonna have breakdowns. So it's kind of like, oh, what's gonna happen when you have like actual brand deals and stuff? But I don't know. I feel like for me, it's more than that. For me, it is the fact that I'm having this breakdown. For me, it's also the fact that, to be honest, and this is something I wanted to say, like at the beginning when I said that I don't know who watches this. Well, that's the thing too. I don't think anyone has noticed. At this point in the week, I don't think anyone has noticed that I am gone. Or at least like, yeah, no one's noticed. If I'm being completely honest, no one's noticed that I'm gone. And I guess, I don't know, I feel like I should take that as a good thing. But I don't know. And, like, let me just talk about this real quick. I know I'm doing this just as like Eshi season is about to start, and God, saying it like that, ooh, let's get into it, because you know what, I think I got most things off my chest. So let's talk about the Eshis a bit, because first of all, I usually give that update at the beginning of the episode, but this is not a regular episode, I guess. But yeah, first of all, if you haven't seen the promo, it's gonna be in Caguas and Urbe Apie. I'll see you there. Bring $5 de donativo sugerido. It's gonna be a fun night. Fun night. There's a lot of nominees that are already going. It's gonna be cool. I was about to say chul, because it's about to be cool, chill. What? But yeah, the Ashes itself has been kind of like a part of my anxiety, low key. Because it's an event that I want to have taken seriously. I'm not doing it out of just like for fun, and I also don't have like the funds to actually do something really amazing. So this is like all community effort. I mean, I do have not that I don't have the funds, but like I'm pulling this out my own pocket, which is not an easy thing to do, but it's the first one que se va a hacer allí presencial. It's the first one that I'm doing somewhere that I just want it to go smoothly. And I think my biggest anxiety with the Eshis is that people are gonna hate it. I don't know. I don't want it to be, this is my nightmare. I don't want it to be TanaCon. I don't want it to be like a total disaster. And like everyone that goes is just like, oh my God. And she just, there was nowhere to sit. And there was just whatever. I'm like, what? I don't want people to go and have like a bad time. I feel like that's not going to happen. And I also feel like there are going to be a lot of people, which is part of my anxiety, by the way. Like, I feel like there's going to be too many people. And I'm going to get stage fright. And I'm just going to be scared. But yeah, like, I think it's good that I'm taking a break also because I can concentrate on just that and my work. I really want my life for at least like the next month, which like gives me enough anticipation to be pretty mentally healthy for the Eshis, because like, I don't know if I said this already, but my head went to like a really dark place. Like, this week was just not good for me, and I hate that I'm being that vulnerable, but it's whatever at this point. But yeah, I want to take a break, so my life will be just this. Like, I wake up, I work, and I would say go to sleep, but I also work on the Eshis now and then, instead of like frantically working also on like my social media, or like, because like, I don't know, not to be like, being an influencer is hard, because it's hard, but it's also like really good. But I feel like I overwhelm myself with like ideas and like comparisons, and when you have a mood board, you're kind of overwhelmed by a mood board, like you got all these ideas, and I feel like if you feel like you don't execute it correctly, not to be that person of like, I want casual Instagram back, but kind of a little, I think I just want a fresh start, because my mental breakdown lately has been like, it's just been like, I hate myself, I hate what I'm doing, I don't think I've ever been this sad in my life, I want to be somebody else. Like, I've had those thoughts this past week, and like I said, it's the culmination of like me not handling being overwhelmed by content. And I want to be a good content creator, and I think I can achieve it, which, like, by the way, podcast is pretty much back. You're gonna get a new episode pretty much every week this month, which is, I would say, pretty dope. Wait, is it still? Yeah, it's still gonna be April. So yeah, you're getting this episode this week. But like, starting from Mother's Day, from then on, every week there's gonna be a new episode. So hope you're excited for that. Hope you like that. But yeah, like, I can be a good content creator in that sense, like, I know I'm, even YouTube, like, I don't know if I'm doing it well here. I know I don't have the energy or the mental capacity to like do what makes money on YouTube, which is like consistently put out videos. Like, that shit is hard. And so is TikTok, and so is Instagram, like, all these algorithms really kill creativity sometimes. And I'm not here to be like, like, it's so hard to, mount the algorithm. What? It's so hard to like go along with that and be creative at the same time, and it is. And I'm jealous of people that can, like, I see people put out stuff all the time, and I'm like, how? Plus, like, probably like a really stressful job, and I'm over here just, and I then I start like wallowing in self-pity, and I start hating myself, and I'm like, what you put out there with like all your time and effort and resources isn't even good, girl. And it just gets dark from there. So that is kind of why I'm taking this break. I don't know, I just want to focus on that. Like I said, like I want to focus on the issues. I think it's good that I'm gonna take this time to just like focus on making that like a good event. I'm gonna focus on work because work is actually fulfilling to me, and like, it sucks that I'm not like the thing about social media is that you can either be like the one up front, the one that like your image is your brand, which is what I've been trying to do for years, but I feel like I failed. I haven't failed, but I feel like I failed. Or you could be just like the person behind who like does a lot of creative stuff and maybe edits for other people and stuff like that. I do that right now. I do both. But I can concentrate on that, and like when that comes out well, when I do a good job at my job, I feel good. So I'm going to try to focus on that, giving me serotonin and dopamine and all that stuff. Because I need it. And I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for being vulnerable out here, but I really just wanted to see if anyone else felt this way, because I don't know, like, what kind of what? Not to be like a comment baiter or anything, but if you have any advice for me at this point, I would take it. It's not easy. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I'm very excited because, like I said, the podcast is pretty much back. After the issues, I don't know how long it'll be back, but I just want to make content that I'm happy about. And overall, because it's not just the social media content creator stuff, it's like my life. I feel unhappy and I want to feel content with it because I have no reason to. I don't know what's wrong with me. But as for social media and stuff, like, give me ideas. Like, what do you do to stay motivated if you're a creator? Or like, what would you like to see from me as well? Like, I say a lot, like, create what you want to see, but I also, I can't just create what I want to see all the time. Like, if my brand is my image, like, I want to listen to the people, and like see what they would like to see from me. So I can't be an influencer, not influence anyone. That's not really, I don't want to influence anyone, but I want to appease to people. If like that's what I do, I want people to like my content. I don't want to just post whatever I like. It's got to be a balance, I know, but give me any advice you have. And well, you already know the Eshies at Urbe a Pie in Caguas at 6 p.m. Mayo 29. You know where to be that weekend, and you know what to wear. Go there like it's the freaking Met Gala, bro. Like, just dress up in something that like ese outfit que tú tienes en el closet que you never have a special occasion to wear it for the Eshies, okay? So I'm very excited, very overwhelmed, but hopefully more positively than negatively. And yeah, I will leave you with that. Thank you, I guess, in advance if you have anything nice to say, because it's not easy being in my head right now. And I will leave you with that. So thank you so much for even watching. And I will see you in the next episode. I won't see you on Instagram or Twitter.